Welcome back to Cozy House Essentials. We are going to tour this beautiful tiny home. I want to give you an exterior view of this tiny home. And as I promised you guys, I'm going to start giving you more details, especially the prices on these. And as you guys will see, they'll go up to a certain price. And you know, they're not going to go over. I'm not going to say that, but they're in a certain bracket. Okay, so let's go ahead and go up. I love the exterior here. This is a white one. I love the porch area here. It's already nice and closed in for you. And when I give you the pricing on this one, the porch area is included. Everything you see is included except for the furniture. Now, the appliances on the inside, yes. The furniture, no. Okay. Nice window here. And so we'll go ahead and tour the inside. Okay. And no, the cat is not real. I did a little pre-walkthrough and I thought, oh my God, is that a real kitty cat? No, okay, the cat's not real. Anyways, here we are. I love the interior design in this tiny home. I love the colors, okay, and the design that they've done here. And notice how the furniture is appropriate size for the tiny home. Get your tiny home when you're ready to design it out. You do not want to make it, you don't want to over exaggerate your furniture. So you are going to want to, and the smaller furniture doesn't mean it's not going to be sturdy enough. This feels just fine. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You have a nice sized kitchen here. Now, many people will say, well, where will I eat? Where will I put my table? Well, on this one, they don't have it set up with a table, but easily there could be a table on this side. Easily, you could get a roller island to put in here. So just have to be creative. And here's your kitchen area. I'm loving the backsplash in here. I love the handles and the details. And look at this big, huge sink. Okay. You get all the perks and bells. So whenever I'm given like the price on some of these tiny homes, especially the ones that we're looking at, these are custom and these materials cost, you guys. It's not just because it's a tiny home. It doesn't mean it's going to be, the price for the products will be less because it's less of it. So yeah, it's still a property and it's still valuable. So you're going to make an investment more or less. Okay. Lots of storage. I've heard some people say, oh, I don't want to use, you can customize this out how you want. These are models, they're selling the models, but when you customize your tiny home, you could have a little small refrigerator space. You don't have to, it's just like anything else. If you want to customize your tiny home, you can. So you can fit however you want. If you want a smaller size refrigerator, if you want the larger size. Now, what I like about this tiny home, a little bit different, is the laundry room is here. Of course, they have the pocket doors, as you can see, pocket doors, okay? But then they've put like a little office in here. There's windows, so you'll get a little ventilation if you need some air, but this is also your laundry room because the washer dryer connections are on this side, okay? But I thought that was a nice little, this is also like another custom make too. You have this space over here, another little room, and you could also, you could do so much. I'm not gonna say I would, you could turn it into another room. But anyways, the laundry room here and a little desk nook. I think that's so creative and cute. And then you have your walk-in shower. I prefer a shower. I'm not big on the tub. I prefer the shower. The ceilings in here are nice and vaulted. You also have your window in here, and you also have storage below here and very nice. I love the walk-in shower there. Absolutely love it. And then your bedroom area. You have the 2 closets here, which pretty decent space for a tiny home. You're not trying to overload your space, okay? You have your windows, your ceiling fan here, pocket doors, okay? Again, pocket doors, and no loft space. So this one is, you know, for those who do not want to have a loft space. Now you may end up getting a shed or something like that to match your tiny home. What I like more about the loft spaces is that it gives you that room to put your overflow up in and store it in your tiny home. So that's something to think about if you're looking at a tiny home and you feel that the tiny home's loft area would not benefit you. So let's talk about how much this tiny home cost. First of all, it's called the Dove. The model of this tiny home is called the Dove, and the maker is Platinum Cottages. And the price on it is $83,590, okay? And that comes with, you know, your porch area is included. You get the appliances in here, everything except for the couch and furniture and things like that come inside of this tiny home. All of the upgrades, ceiling fans, and all of the different things that you see in here, you will get with this tiny home. So, okay. And I've had a lot of people ask too about whether or not it's safe, if they're safe. Now you can get these hurricane strapped down. Okay, you get them hurricane strapped down. I'm going to be doing an interview with a lady that I met that actually has a tiny home, and we've just had a little bad weather in Texas, and her tiny home is strapped down. I can't wait to talk with her and to let you guys, you know, see that interview with her, because she actually lives in a tiny home and she's experienced bad weather in her tiny home. She's very knowledgeable, and we'll get a chance to talk to her, someone that actually lives in a tiny home and has experienced, you know, weather changes with the tiny homes. Hers is, like I said, hurricane strapped down, and she was just sitting pretty. So that concludes this tour, you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tour. And we are on a search and a journey for these tiny homes. If you like looking at custom homes and interior design, like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more tiny home walkthroughs and tours. Thank you. Bye.